Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, if you're thinking about buying a business, but you don't want to actually run the business, you're trying to find some of the easiest businesses you can buy where you don't have to do hands-on and where to actually get the funding to buy these businesses, then this video is for you because we're going to actually show you some of the best businesses you can buy that you don't have to have that hands-on with. Now, the first one is a storage unit. That's right, a storage unit generates a lot of money, okay? And here's the kicker about it. The reason why people buy storage units and stuff, not because of the monthly residual income, but because they're counting on people to rent out these storage units, forget the items in these storage units, and then they're actually taking the items from their storage units and reselling them on eBay and things of that nature. So unfortunately, you know, people pass away or people get into a divorce or people move out of state and stuff and they can't maintain those storage units anymore. So then the owners of those storage units start taking that property and stuff and reselling it, auctioning, just like auction hunters and stuff like that. So it can be a very profitable business and it's a hands-off type of business. Now, that's the first one. Now, the second business is a hands-off, is buying, that's right, just buying land. And here's the reason why. Most people are not realizing that they may have family members that own land in their family. Like my family, they own land. So what they do, they rent it out to people that grow wheat and corn and stuff. And then they give them a check every month, right? Or every quarter. So the thing about it is that even though you own the land, you don't have to maintain the land. So being able to rent it out to other people, like you can rent it out for cell phone towers, that's another one. Or rent it out to the government to grow food, or local people to use the land. They may use it for just like a parking lot or something for events and stuff. So depending on where you're actually buying the land. Now, some of the places that you consider buying the land, like I said, is like Zillow. You have Land Inform, Realtor.com. You have Lands of America, Trulia. So you have those, but you also have like websites, and this is the website I love, is Bid for Assets. The reason is because a lot of land that hasn't been paid for, taxes and stuff, even real estate properties and stuff, government entities, they actually put this here on Bid for Assets, and you can go in and you can buy land like directly. You can either bid on it or you can actually buy that piece of land directly, right? And so you may be getting a piece of land that may be close to like a new facility, a new Costco, a new Walmart that's going up, and you have that piece of land, then you can possibly have it paid for a parking lot, or having a piece of land that you can set up a billboard and rent out that billboard on. So it's definitely an opportunity for you to be able to make a lot of passive income just by renting out the land that you own, okay? And so looking at somebody like HUD has a program where you're able to like not only buy land, but buy foreclosure properties and stuff. That's the reason I tell people if they're trying to get into real estate investing, one of the things that I tell people, go to HUD. Sometimes they may have multifamily units for $1, and then they'll actually give you the loan, construction loan, to actually rebuild that property up. So that's the reason that I tell people HUD is a very good resource for not only buying land, but other real estate investment properties as well. Here's another business that's pretty much hands-off, and it's a laundry facility, okay? Now, again, here's the thing about it with a laundry facility. The ones that are the most profitable, if they're close to apartment complex, or if they're close to a what do you call those? Like a strip mall type of thing. Those are going to be some of your most profitable laundromats. Now, does it take a lot? Can you buy them? Can you buy into a laundromat for less than $50,000? Just depends on where the town is, what town is in. You know, like here. This here laundromat license for sale for $35,000. So you have certain states and stuff that you may be able to buy a laundromat for about $50,000. Or another thing that you may want to consider is if you're interested in a laundromat, then approaching the owner and see what they do a lease carry. So say that you able to raise, they want a laundromat, they want 100,000, you're able to raise 30,000, and then they carry a certain part of that for a certain amount of time. So that's the thing about it, is you being able to know how to negotiate in terms of once you raise enough capital to say, hey, I can give you 25, 30% of what you're looking for, and then if you carry the other amount until I raise the other amount, well, the business actually is profitable enough to pay you back. So it's definitely one of those hands-off business, because with the laundromat, not only the machines and utility may cost and the overhead, but one of the good things about it is that you can sell the washing powders, the detergents, all of that stuff. Plus, you may have local businesses that may want to use your facility for advertisement. So that's another way for you to generate revenue into a laundromat. Here's another business that's pretty much hands-off, and that's a vending machine business. Now, most of the time, when we think about vending machines, we're thinking about sodas, chips, and candy, right? Well, now you have vending machines that offer. We have vending machines that offer, like here, hair extension vending machine. You know, where women always needing like stuff for their hair, they need tampons, things of that nature, and they're a big business because you can offer a premium, especially depending on the location. So being able to buy a vending machine or a vending machine route, and like some people will sell a vending machine route for about $5,000 or $6,000 and know that it already has heavy traffic, right? So if they know that this vending machine route has heavy traffic and stuff, and you're able to get multiple vending machines in that area, you're going to make a lot more money. Now, here's another thing that people don't know about vending machines. Like with Pepsi and Coca-Cola, if you make an agreement with them to actually buy their products and stuff, they will sometimes negotiate to give you the vending machine, as long as you are buying their products and stuff like that. So that's another way for you to get into the vending machine. Buying websites. Buying websites can produce passive income, right? So you can buy websites that are actually generating income already. You're just buying it and taking over the domain name. Now, one of the places that I like here is Flipper, right? So I'm in the credit industry. So say that I'm in the credit industry and I'm looking for another website that's going to help me make me passive income, right? A website that's going to actually that's already producing income. So you have like different, look at candythatcares.org or stuff like that. So you're able to buy different websites and stuff. And as you can see, it tells you like what would be the monthly and stuff like that. Now, some of these websites, they do get ridiculous in price and stuff. And again, it just depends. It says this here's an e-commerce and a sports and outdoors website, and it's producing about $4,600 a month, but they want $119. So if I would tell you this, if you're going to buy an online business, I would look for an online business that's going to possibly bring back my investment within 2 to 2.5 years. If it's going to take me more, maximum 3 years, if it's going to take me more than 3 years to make my money back, then that's not the website I want to invest in. So that's just a key element to this, so you can understand. Another thing is like home and garden, right? So they want $300,000 for it, but it produces $7,100. So that's $70,000. So you're going to produce 70,000 times 3. Those you don't do math on camera. It's 21,000, right? So 210,000. So you're still over that 300,000, even though it's bringing in that amount. And again, making sure that website is actually bringing in those numbers. That's a big thing about it, because some of these people will fake the numbers. So you want to make sure they have all the data that proves that this website is continuing to produce. All right. So like this here, I'm in the business industry, and it's a business website, and they said that it's actually producing $1,400 a month, and all they want for this here website is, I think it was like 5,000 or something. Yeah, I think it was like 5,000 or something. So this is a perfect example. You paying $5,000 for a website, and again, it's under that 3-year mark, so it's worth the investment. That's the reason you want a certain type of website. Now, like this here website, it's a business website, billion for it or whatever, but it produces, you're not going to make your money back right away on that. So that's what you don't want to do. Now, like this here website, it's a stage dealer, right? So it's a Shopify store, the stage dealer. They want 36,000 for it. So it's producing 1,700. So again, like I said, if it's over 3 years, you probably don't want to invest in it, unless you know more about that business, and you know that it's going to complement whatever else you got going on. Okay, so you don't want to overspend on one of these type of websites. All right. Now, that being said, some places that offer funding, like DreamSpring, and I talked about DreamSpring before. Now, with DreamSpring, they offer power line of credit. They also offer loans. But the thing about it, again, once you borrow a loan and pay it back, you have to keep on applying. But with the line of credit, once you borrow it, you can keep on using it. And lines of credit go up to 50,000. Okay? And like for some business, 50,000 may not be enough for you. But again, there's other resources to get more funding. All right? With DreamSpring, they pull TransUnion, FICO 9. Now, their loans come through Upstart. Another thing you have to understand about DreamSpring, when they offer you a business line of credit or business loan, it's going to report on both the business side and the personal side. Okay. Wells Fargo offers a business line of credit. Now, if you've been in business for less than 2 years, the type of business line of credit you want to go for is the Small Business Advantage line of credit. And that line of credit goes from 5,000 up to 50,000 on a revolving line of credit. Okay, and as you can see here, the rates are low as prime plus 4.5%. All right. Now, also, here's some of the criteria. You need to have at least a 680 credit score to be able to qualify for this line of credit with Wells Fargo. This is DC Credit Union. Okay, so with DC Credit Union, they offer microloans, and all you have to have is a 610 credit score. Okay, now they don't want your debt to income ratio to be over 50%, but they do help small businesses. And the good thing about it, you don't have to be in business over 2 years. Like I said, a lot of lenders, they want you to be in business over 2 years. Not with this here credit union. You can actually be in business less than 2 years in order for them to give you a microloan. Now, like I said here, you can get up to $50,000 with them. All right. Now, CU. This is Baxter Credit Union. I talk about them a lot. The reason is it's because they use a Vantage score instead of a FICO score. So usually your Vantage score, you can build up much faster than a FICO score. So meaning that you can add authorized users to your credit file to boost up your Vantage score. You don't know which are the best authorized users to add to your credit file to boost up your Vantage score, then click the link in the description, schedule one-on-one consult. Now, you can also add utilities, you can add subscriptions, you can add rental payments to boost up your Vantage score. And so because they use a Vantage TransUnion score, then this is probably one of your better financial institutions to join. And they do offer like business lines of credit as well. Okay. Now, again, like with their application process, it may take maybe where some applications may take 10 minutes. This application process may take anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. Is this here program? It's the Life Money U. Now, if you're employed, community charter or family member, you can join that way. But if you're not, you join this organization called Life Money U, and you can join with $5, which they'll waive that $5. Okay, so that's how you would join. All right, but they do offer lines of credit, and again, the thing about it I like about them is because they actually will use a Vantage score. U.S. Bank, they have some credit cards, okay? Now with U.S. Bank, they actually use a FICO 9 score, okay? And so some of the best credit cards you would want to get from U.S. Bank, they have the U.S. Bank Triple Cash Rewards. Now the reason that I like this here card is because they don't charge any interest with this here card for 15 months. For 15 months, they don't charge any interest with this here credit card. Now, in reference to the other credit card they offer is a Platinum. It's the U.S. Bank Platinum card. And again, it's zero interest for 18 months on purchases and balance transfers. So this is very good to be able to have money, to borrow money without paying any interest. Now, here's another thing that's interesting about U.S. Bank. Because they will give you checks, so if you need to liquidate the card, they will give you checks. Again, they use TransUnion FICO 9. Now, FICO 9 scoring system, they do count in authorized users. They do count in like rental payments. They do count in subscriptions, all right? Utility bills to help you boost up your credit score on a FICO 9. Now, for those of you that have not seen your FICO 9 or don't know the difference between your FICO 8 and FICO 9, you can click the link in the description, get your real credit report, schedule a one-on-one consultation. Now, if you can't get into U.S. Bank, you can actually go through their sister. Not Connectus, but their sister company is Elan Financial. Now, Connectus Credit Union, they use Elan Financial. So they're going to pull your trans for this. And it's a TransUnion FICO 9. So since we know that they use a TransUnion FICO 9, Elan Financial, they do offer business credit cards as well for 18 months, as you can see here, on purchases and balance transfers as well. And the good thing about it, you can have multiple companies with the same type of business credit cards. That's another reason that I like this institution. So if you don't have a U.S. bank in your area, you definitely can find a credit union that actually uses Elan Financial and take advantage of their situation. All right. Now, if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off of the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.